It's a new day. Yes, it is. Oh, man. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold you. Never thought I would see the day. Everyone and their mamas should know about the New Day departing from the WWE. Now, not gonna hold you. A few days ago, this video would have been completely different. But after seeing the post that Kofi and Austin Creed did yesterday, I really have a different perspective, and I feel differently. I'm extremely happy for him. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm extremely happy for him because, let's be honest, seeing what they did after the New Day heel turn, which is literal gold. They had gold. Like when Xavier and Kofi turned on Big E, and for a good month and a half, the entire crowd viscerally hated New Day. You had freaking gold in the palm of your hand. And they said, nah. They treated the New Day like they do everything else. They create a big moment, and then they do Andy and Toy Story with Woody. I don't want you anymore, and just leave them be. And so the fact that we saw the New Day have one of the greatest heel turns in modern history, I would say this was actually better than Cena's because it made logical sense. But the fact that they did nothing with it, nothing, and I don't even count the WrestleMania match they had, which wasn't even supposed to be, they weren't supposed to have a match at WrestleMania that year at 41 in Vegas if it wasn't for the sponsorship deal, because everything is taken care of by sponsors now. So, I'm extremely happy for them because now Xavier or Austin Creed and Kofi get to do what they want, whatever that is. Whether it's gaming with Up, Up, Down, Down, or I don't know if Austin Creed owns Up, Up, Down, Down, or he create a new channel with Up, Up, or Down, Down, Up, Up. However you're going to do that. Kofi, even though he's mid-40s, I think he still has a lot left in the tank since he's been basically on the shelf for the past 5 years. They haven't really given him anything significant to do in the company. So I'm intrigued to see what he does, whether he goes to AEW, Ashe Wrestling, wherever. I'll be intrigued to see what he does. And like I said, I'm happy for these vets, these guys and gals that are betting on themselves, right? Basically, you have a company now at TKO and WWE that basically are telling people that you're not worth what we originally said you were worth, and we want you to take less so that the higher-ups can get all the money. F the talent, F the fans, F everyone, unless you're a sponsor or an executive. Those are actually the people that actually deserve the money. The talent that actually busting their ass don't deserve it. The fans that are paying their hard-earned money to go to the shows, they actually don't matter either. They just so happen to be gullible enough to keep going to the shows and buying all the merch and all that, everything. So it's like, F them. while they boast about having record profits and things of that nature and gates. But this is the current times we're in. And at the end of the day, you want to thank anybody, thank Vince McMahon, because this is his doing. He could not allow WWE to flourish without him. And he said, if it's not going to flourish with me, then I'm going to sacrifice the whole thing. So, yeah, we can thank Vince McMahon for that. As much as we want to blame TKO, which partly is their fault, but a lot of this blame also goes on Triple H and creative as well, because you look at a New Day, you look at what it did with R-Truth last year, and since then, you look at the Y6, all these talented men and women, Kairi Sane, Dakota Kai, like all these talented men and women doing nothing. Absolutely nothing. If I'm TKO, what value does an R-Truth have to me? What value does a New Day have to me? What value does a Y6 have for me when they are booked the way they are? What value do they have to me if I'm someone from TKO that only goes by the numbers? You think motherfuckers like them care about morale? They don't know. They don't care about morale, loyalty. They don't care about it. They're only loyal to themselves, nigga. They're only loyal to themselves. They're loyal to their own pockets, making the most money possible by wrenching and scraping and taking every last cent from the consumer and getting every last drench of sweat, blood, and tears from the talent. Like, they don't give a fuck about us. They don't give a fuck about the talent, right? So at the end of the day, like I said, I'm so happy for New Day. I can't wait to see what they do. And Austin Creed is one of the most creative minds that I feel like we didn't even get a chance to truly tap into his potential. That's the crazy part. I feel like we haven't even gotten close to what he could do. He reminds me so much of a Matt Hardy. I feel, and Kofi, I feel like, man, we have at least a few good years left to where him in the ring, and again, his persona, like, we can, man, there's so much we can do with that. So I'm so hyped for them. Bailey, I know people are scared right now. Bailey, I hope you're coming around the corner because you're just going to be they don't have no respect for you, Bailey. They don't give a damn about you in this company. They made it known, well known. You said to yourself a year ago, you were the champion. You weren't on any posters. They don't give a damn about you. Creative, forget TKO. Creative clearly does not prioritize you. They don't care about you. Go where you're going to be valued, man. God, I'm hoping for Bailey, Natty, like all them vets, all them OGs. Man, get away from this company, man. They don't give a damn about you, man. Like, get away from them. So I'm extremely happy for New Day. I'm not sad at all. As someone who lived the New Day from its inception, and at first I was like, this ain't gonna work. Like, I've seen Devon, Reverend Devon. I'm like, this ain't gonna work. But by the wrestling gods, if you haven't, definitely go listen to the New Day podcast they had back in the day. After not listening to the New Day and New Day being like, this is not gonna work. We're gonna have to do something to switch it up. New Day were able to take their own gimmick into their own hands and do just some of the most special, fun, entertaining things. I'm going to have a video dropping this week of my favorite New Day moments. I can't wait to do that and reminisce about all the good times, man. But yeah, this one, after Kyrie saying it's like, in Y6, this one's like, this is expected. Especially R-Truth last year. I'm like, this is expected. Nothing surprised me no more. Nobody's safe. Nobody's a WWE lifer. That's not a thing anymore. So now it's like, okay. Also, it kind of teaches you not to get invested in anyone or anything unless you're a Roman Reigns or Seth Rollins, or CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, or Rhea Ripley, or Bianca Belair, like Becky Lynch, someone that's, Charlotte Flair, someone who is just can't be touched. Unless you're the 1%, no point of getting invested in anything this company does. But at the same time, I ain't watching, so Ray don't matter to me anyway. Don't matter to me. So I do feel bad for WWE fans that are sad about this. I get it. But it's like, they're not being utilized. I don't want to see Kofi standing background just watching Javon. We could have did so much with Kofi and Javon. At least had them have a dope moment at WrestleMania. But again, it's just like, they don't care about us. They don't care, bruh. They don't care, bruh. Like, they don't care. So why should we? And then in my closing statement, bruh, instead of doing your mean tweets, your angry vlogs, whatever, support other wrestling promotions, local, indies, AEW, New Japan, whoever. It doesn't matter. MLW, CMLL, like, support other wrestling companies, man. And nothing's gonna change. I'm telling you right now, looking at the world today as rights are being stripped away slowly but surely every single day, nothing's gonna change unless we create the change. It is not going to the shows and screaming, we want so-and-so. It's not buying the merch, watching the weekly television and complaining about it. That doesn't change nothing. You change things by making them realize what they're doing is wrong, which even still, they're not going to care. As soon as business goes down, they're just going to sell it off to probably the Saudis anyway. So it really, it doesn't matter, really. So just, if you really feel the way about this, I hope you enjoy alternative products. I hope you enjoy other wrestling. Like AEW for me is number one right now because it's been such an enjoyable watch to see what they've been doing with Darby Allin as champion and seeing wrestling be a priority in a wrestling company. So, hey, man, if you're tired of watching a wrestling show to where advertisements are all in the videos, celebrities all in the videos, dancing, come to AEW or Ashe Wrestling or GCW or CMLL or New Japan or all these other GCW, Wrestling Revolver, like all these other alternative wrestling promotions, man. If you're a WWE fan, and enjoy what you can enjoy now, because in just a short period of time, that joint gonna be the Saudi Arabia show. Dead ass. Like, so yeah, it is what it is. But welcome to the High Beach. This Hayes Arcade, your hardcore casual fan. If you're not down with that, I got 2 words for you. Suck it.